What did I say to piss you off this time, baby?
Who is the Negro in your neighborhood? In your neighborhood. In your neighborhood, I say, who is the Negro in your neighborhood when you're running from his ass each day?
Black people don't hope, we wish.
Something that crazy could only come from you.
Right now you live in beliefs. You want to believe things. Belief is ignorance. Right knowledge is to know. You understand that? Belief is ignorance because belief is the acceptance of things that you do not know. And every one of your prayers end with Amen. Let me hear you say amen. Oh, let me hear you say amen. Amen, which is the ancient Egyptian god Amun, and the Ra was the sun in us as the original people of the sun. And we roam the earth millions of years, 17,050,000 years to be exact, before Adam was created 49,000 years ago. Now, we don't know good people from bad. We don't know good food from bad. We don't know good music from bad. We don't know anything, and we were the ones who knew everything. And so they put us under a spell. What kind of spell? The spell of ghost worship. You understand? Ghost worship. And they said gospel, ghost spell. All you know is what they told you, and you have belief in what they told you. When we were in our right state of Elohim, we didn't have beliefs. We knew because we were the gods that everybody worshipped. They made us hate the rising of the sun by telling us, make sure you don't make fudge while the sun is rising. That's because we were sun people. People trying to get away from the sun made us start hating the sun. How'd they make you hate your hair? No, by telling you to pick cotton. The moment we start conking our hair and cupping our hair and putting our feet on the grass again, things are going to start opening. We lost our eye and our light is dim.
Yeah, and I'm wide awake this motherfucking morning. I can tell you, hey, I'm out there collecting me some free fucking money, so I'm running out there acting like an asshole, just like everybody else. But from New York to Jamaica to Cali to Japan, Domo live from Ground Zero. It is the fastest 30 minutes on air. Your radio show, Bust That Ass, 83.17 FMX. And of course, the X stands for You Never Saw Me Coming When You Never Saw I Was At, dumbass. Your black lady boots on the loose, who's better than that balding mini-me, two-pump chump of a boyfriend. And yes, I run rings around that ass like Sharon, so test me, bitch. And if I say anything to offend you, then you know I'm doing my motherfucking job. Because you have the option of turning me off when I can turn you on again and again and again and again and like we call it, mechanical masturbating, baby. Cash or ass. Let's ride, bitches. Alright, you know how we start this shit straight off the fucking top of the dome, yo. LA, racist entitlement. And this shit is basically what I feel about fucking hospitals altogether. But I don't like shit like this anyway. Question. Does the author of the Willie Lynch Report offer a better value of education than the Treaty of Guadalupe? Okay, when it does come to equality healthcare, or does self-preservation with the premise of city bankruptcy smell at least but cause the best of us to see the real of others? You be the judge. My, Melanie, stop bitches. You're doing me a solid negative bullshit. Okay, and this is the second most racist county in Cali, whack ass. All right, move over. OC Riverside is challenging your status for #1. Okay, check it. Kaiser Hospital Riverside is investigating what appears to be a racist display directed at several African American employees who work in the hospital's IT department. The staffers say they work in an area that is restricted to employees. Only so when Xavier Fields arrives for work, he was shocked to find a doll with racial slurs across his chest hanging from a post near his workstation. The doll had its face painted black and was dangling from a rope around its neck. The employees said that they did not see signs that their complaint launched an immediate investigation. They gave the doll to a manager and said they were so stunned, even scared, that they didn't file a police report but left it to the hospital to handle. Tyree Hale, who was the first to arrive at his shift, believed the doll was aimed at him. When asked why he didn't file a police report, he said, "Sometimes we just shine it off because we're just trying to stay working and pay our bills." Alright, you know where I'm going with this. What the fuck? I mean, come on. Was it Amos and Andy fucking day or some shit? I mean, yes, sir, massa. You can burn a cross. You can burn your cross in my yard. We ain't gonna do nothing. You can hang me in effigy, but we ain't gonna do nothing. You can drag me by handcuffs from the back of your fucked up ass truck, but we ain't gonna do nothing. You can even fuck my wife, cause I ain't gonna do nothing. Cause I just want to pay my bills and say fuck my dignity altogether. Okay, niggas out here is scared. All right, when it comes to killing each other, we got the balls of God Almighty to do it like it's the fucking thing to do, and glorify the damnation of Shaka Zulu to say we're gangster. All right, guess motherfuckers didn't see this from the report of a couple of parents in a housing project in Riverside that showed, you know, motherfuckers, you know, doing the same shit. Okay, they had two toddlers beating the hell out of each other. Okay, the report and the YouTube post showed a black and a black on brown battle. Never mind who won. It was nothing more than a litmus to a much bigger problem. And the best motherfuckers can do about it is act like a bunch of shuck and jive ass niggas that are humble to and God we trust, then quote unquote, trust me God, I'm suing the shit out of you and then I'll whoop your ass for being a fucking asshole for pulling that effigy shit, unquote. Okay? Best way to tame a vamp dog is to wrap it on the nose with a wet newspaper. Oh, and I get the quote unquote, we take care of our own bullshit. It rhymes with, I can do nothing. Okay? Only those who suck the almighty whitey dick the hardest leaves the change on the dresser on the way out, ho. Okay? First of all, the picture does little for artistic measure. And any amateur could spray it or paint a basketball with their eyes closed. But the location of where it was left means a tunnel rat who has an opportunity to reach an IT back server room does so both before off shift and during lunch when the most amount of confusion and hunger dictate the moment of the mood. Let me guess. Niggas get the night shifts so that you know, the white or Tio Taco the Pato Malinchistas don't see us. But once it's known that we're on the premises like so many other times, cultural racists will test you to let you know that you're not welcome, Mayate. Okay? Kaiser vows to keep the catch the perp, and it'll start with the research of videotaping who had access. Narrow that down and voila. Let the puto be exposed as he is. And as always, the NAACP, Southern Poverty Law Center, nor the ACLU won't be there to help. They only show up when the money's good and the press is better. Of course, it's in writing. You know, black letters on white page. Think about it. I'll be black after this.
Let's go integrate our feet in some racist ass.
Yes, I love it. Roll the music.
If a faith-based organization were running a government program, could they have as a articulated policy, we don't hire Catholics and Jews with the federal money?
Well, again, we've had many conversations with you about anti-discrimination laws, and we have enforced cases involving discrimination based on religion in the employment context and in other contexts. We have a case actually in Arizona that we have brought.
I'm a little confused. Can an organization have as an articulated policy, we don't hire Catholics and Jews with federal money?
Again, we are having this conversation with you about how to treat the issues of ensuring that we partner with faith-based organizations in ways that are consistent with all of our laws and all of our values, and we will continue to evaluate.
Do the laws that you are enforcing prohibit discrimination or allow discrimination with federal money? I mean, could an organization have an articulated policy, we don't hire Catholics and Jews with federal money?
Again, every situation is fact specific. We have in fact prosecuted, or not prosecuted, we brought civil suits in cases involving discrimination based on religion, and we will continue to evaluate specific facts of particular cases.
I just gave you a fact situation.
And if the facts,
faith organization is running a federal program with federal money, and has an articulated policy. We don't hire Catholics and Jews.
Well, again, we will evaluate the full context of every case that we have, and we will make the appropriate judgment. And when the facts demonstrate that there is, in fact, discrimination occurring, we will not hesitate to take appropriate action. And if you look at the
isn't it true that your policy is that a faith-based organization can, in fact, have an articulated policy? We don't hire Catholics and Jews and still receive federal money.
Well, again, sir, we look at particular situations and we evaluate the specific facts in the particular situation and make the appropriate judgment as to the application of the facts to the law in that particular case.
Are you ashamed of saying yes, they can in fact discriminate legally with the laws that you are enforcing?
Voters in LA support the regulation of marijuana dispensaries, not a ban. A Mason-Dixon poll of LA County voters found that 77% prefer regulations and only 14% prefer a ban. There will always be a marijuana trade in Los Angeles. The popular and sensible thing to do is to regulate the marijuana industry, not to think that we can wish it out of existence. A ban will simply mean endangering patients who have to go to the streets.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, ban that shit. Make that shit. Smoke that shit. My Skittles Facebook report. Fat bitch eat a dick. Alright? Stuff on my Facebook. Ah, yes, so crazy yet true. Yes, this sent in from Paradise Gray. A news post about how Republicans threatened to boycott a Florida pizza shop owner because he hugged Lord Obama. Yo, this is a good thing. At least they didn't call for a lynching. Sheesh. No wonder I can't get no loving. I'm dealing with Republican bitches. I'm dealing with Democratic bitches. Democratic and Republican. No, fuck that. That's Republican. Yeah, Republican bitches. That's what I'm dealing with. This sent in from Ass Busted Chris Lyon. Let's see, a news post of Jesse the Body Ventura scaring the shit out of a Fox reporter on his theories on the 9/11 conspiracy on a Republican biased station. The bitch got up and left him. How rude. And finally, from Handle Covers and Profiles, a post to all my bitches. It says, quote unquote, don't bother putting your hand over my mouth to shut me up. I will lick you. What? Afraid of a little black tongue, aren't you? Figures as much, chicken bitch. Checks in the fucking mail. Ha 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 ha. Shit. Yeah! Tell you, don't drink milk. Alright, Black Aborca. If you didn't see the shift in the economy like Carol Lewis once said, I doubt that anybody will realize it until the glass is fucking empty. Alright? At this rate, it takes breaking a linchpin to start an avalanche. Check it. Since 1978, CASA, C-A-S-A, has been governmentally funded as a model foster care system. The program has about 400 volunteers for roughly 1,000 kids in foster care. But that's only a fraction of the 26,000 plus in the LA County system alone. As of the 1st of September, with budget cuts taking away its state and federal funds over the last 2 years, CASA now has to come up with its own $2.5 million a year to stay afloat. Says Executive Director Dilly Garcia. Quote unquote, we knew the cuts were coming in 2010 and needed to be self-sufficient as a non-profit by 2012. There's only one problem about that shit, man. Only one problem with that shit. Okay, so far, that shit's coming up short. Okay, as the country loses even more